If you want the best floor mats for your Tesla, you gotta watch this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. Dan here from Northern Tesla. So your Tesla Model Y is actually a Red Dot Design Award winner. And it turns out your floor mats can be too. These floor liners by 3W aren't just floor protection. It turns out they are an award-winning accessory. In this video, I'm going to show you why the Thorex material is different than all that cheap kind of plastic rubber that kind of smells bad and cracks and is just awful. Thorex is odorless, certified non-toxic, and actually made from recycled material, which is, kind of good when you're driving a Tesla. And thanks to the new laser scan fit for your Model Y, you're never going to see a gap. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and install it, and I'm going to prove to you why this has to be the first upgrade you do to your new Tesla. All right, these are the 3W liners for the Model Y Juniper. Now, my last video with 3W, I didn't do an unboxing, and I should have, because I was so surprised with the quality of these mats, and there was a little surprise inside the box. So let's go ahead and open these up. Oh God. Okay, so these are for the back of your back seats. So nice quality. They're really the material is really nice. It is thick, it's sturdy, and they're not deformed. This one is for your frunk, or I think it's frunk. Yes, frunk. So you have the new Model Y has the drain hole. So you got that. So again, they're not deformed. They're really good quality. This is for your sub frunk. So again, really good attention to detail. You got the 3W logo here. And it's just like the laser, I don't call it, but the design, I guess. Just well done. The not the engraving. I don't know. These are for the rear seats. So you can see how it's folded. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it like so, let it sit a little while before we put it in the car so that we're not going to get some bends. Oh, look at this. Okay, so now we have the front seats. So we have, this is for the passenger. You have a nice 3W logo here. It looks like it's glow in the dark. And then some really nice grooves. So it really kind of carry away any sort of dirt. It's going to go here, so grippy. And then you have some nice pattern here. I like them. And you have a Y over here, which is cool. A couple things in here. You have user manual. Put them in. See what else it says. Okay. Yeah. Remove existing floor mats and put floor mats in. Simple. Some more things. And look at this one. Okay. So this is for the driver's side. And you have a lovely, it's not metal, but it's definitely the hard plastic, but you got a really nice looking dead pedal. So I really like that part. So I've not seen that in a set of floor mats before. Again, you have the little scoop part that goes underneath your seat to kind of catch stuff. You can also store stuff there, I guess. And you have the Model Y logo. Again, really nice looking floor mat. And there's a bit of deformation in here, but really I think that's going to even out pretty quickly. So nothing to worry about there. So those are the floor mats. As you can see, I'm really impressed with the way they look and the way they feel. So let's get them in the car. But before I do though, remember I said there was a little surprise in the box? Let's do that. So hold on, I'm gonna need some scissors. Hold on. If you have little ones, you can cut this out and you get a rocking chair, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and put these mats in the car. We'll see how they look like, see how they feel. Before I do though, please take a second and subscribe. You get better content, more Tesla content, and who doesn't love more Tesla content? So if you don't want to miss out, you gotta subscribe. First, we got the sub frunk. All right, next up, we got the trunk. All right, so you're just gonna line them up here. There's a little cutout for the hook. I think you can cut that out, but I don't need it, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Basically, you just line it up like so. try to get it under the mat here. There's a cutout for whatever this little thing is, and the release for the trunk. So, these 3W Thorex mats won a Red Dot Design Award winner, and you can tell, just look at the design. The Y design makes it excellent for draining so your feet aren't going to get wet, and it also makes it for convenient branding. All right, so I've had the mats in my car for a few weeks now, and I have to say, and this not only goes from these ones, but the mats I had before, 3W is probably the best liners I've seen and had in my car. And let me tell you why. I'm not just going to say that. Let me tell you why. First off, other mats that I've had in my car, and I'm sure you can attest to this, is that they look new when you put them in. They look great. But after weeks, and especially over the winter, you got mud, snow, salt, they look awful. Because, that grime and the salt, and you go to wash them, they don't come out clean. There's that grime still in there, that they just look gray and dull. So with 3W, you're not going to get that. And that's probably why 3W offers a lifetime warranty, because they know their mats are going to last you a lifetime. Definitely longer than your car. And the best part about 3W liners is that they are made from 100% recyclable material. If you're driving a Tesla around, you probably care about the environment. So that is definitely a good thing and a good match for your Tesla. The one big difference I've noticed with 3W compared to other brands is that the other brands, their floor mats are very stiff and rigid and almost molded. So if you have any issues during shipping, because they all come folded, so if you have any sort of deformation, you're most likely going to be stuck with that. It's going to be really hard to get rid of. With the 3W liners, they're a little bit less rigid, a little more soft, and I really hardly noticed any sort of deformation when they came out of the box. And the really minor ones that there were, once you get them in the car and they sit for a little bit, there's no issues. And because of that laser fit, you have full coverage over your entire vehicle. Another thing that I love about 3W liners is there's added protection in terms of under the seats. So both the driver's side and passenger side will have a little area that sits underneath the seat. So not only does it add coverage, but you can also store stuff there. So I have my umbrella, just keep it there, and it just adds a bit of storage. And same thing with the back. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. You want as much protection as you can. With the liners in the back, it goes all the way underneath the seat. So, there's nowhere for the kids to make a mess other than the seat itself, which they always do. Sometimes I question why I got the white seats. And obviously you buy floor mats for the protection. That's what they're there for. But you also want a floor mat that looks good. And these are probably the best floor mats in terms of aesthetics. They are amazing. The attention to detail. So first off, you have kind of like a Y channel, which is it's more for a design purpose in terms of channeling the water and the dirt and the grime down and away and off your feet. So it's a design element, but I don't know if they purposely did a Y for a Model Y. And then you have these little Ys all over for tread. Attention to detail is amazing. They have tons of packages available, whether you want to get the full coverage of the car, which would include the front, all the seats, trunk and sub-trunk, as well as if you want to get the premium versus the standard. I highly recommend going the premium route because you do get that metal dead pedal and all the beautiful Y designs. Otherwise, you kind of get this boring, really boring design. So definitely get the premium. You can also choose whether to get the carpets. I highly recommend getting the carpet liners. They are very easy to swap out and switch. All it is one little clip, and you basically get two mats in one. So use the carpet during the summer, and once winter comes around, you don't want to get that salt and mud all over your carpet, so swap them out, stay with the rubber. If you want to get yourself some of these, head over to 3wliners.com. I will have the link in the description, and use promo code NORTHTESLA for 15% off. That promo code could get a little higher. They are having a Black Friday sale depending on when you're watching this. So definitely head over to 3wliners.com and use promo code NorthTesla to save yourself even more money. All right, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss videos, which I release about every week or so. Tons of awesome Tesla content. You don't want to miss it, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to follow me on all my other socials down here. Anyways, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week. In the meantime, drive safe and drive electric. And the best part about the liners, and the best part about these 3W Thorex liners, these 3W floor protection. Turns out they're actually award winning accessory. The floor liners by 3W aren't just for these floor liner here. Thank you for parking directly fucking behind my shot. And thanks to the laser scan, and thanks to the new